how did you get started with, just being a consultant? What led you to that? What was the push?
Well, this is the part where I'm going to inspire probably. I love telling that story, and I'm going to inspire a woman. The push it was actually a push. I was working for a major behavioral healthcare company in Nashville, Tennessee. I'd worked for the owner twice, his previous company, and then this new company. And I was there right about close to 3 years. I was about to hit my 3-year mark. And, I know my stuff, and it's not bragging. It's not false humility. It's just the truth. 20 years into it, I've done every role in Rev Cycle. I started, I tell people I'm the definition of starting from the bottom and work my way up. My first job, and it was front desk reception.
Okay.
Like that was me. So and then to the back end, working one-on-one with a CFO and crunching numbers for board meetings. So I've done everything in between. So I know my stuff, right? And so when I start getting questioning, about what I'm doing, and when I'm like, no, we're doing it right, like something's wrong, and kind of being muzzled because, it was about making the numbers look good. And I'm like, well, when you're working in Rev Cycle and you work with insurance, that's not going to last long because they're going to come knocking. Yeah. There's rules and regulation. These insurance have 7 to 10 years to come and look at your stuff. And so you may think you're getting away with it in 2021. 2027, they may come knocking for something you did in 2021. And so my name will not be attached to anything that is not on the up and up. And so, but at the same time, the thought of working for myself never came up. And so, but at the same time, I'm very vocal, right? I'm not going to put my staff in compromising situations. So let's just say I was offered a nice severance package when what I kept saying was not working. I accepted it. I made my way out. And a friend who knew what had just happened reached out and said, hey, there's an adolescent program that just got audited by Blue Cross Blue Shield. And they're asking for about $2 million back. Can you go help them out? Because they don't know what happened.
That's a big job.
That's a huge job. Can you, and mind you, this would have been my first client ever. First of all, the first time I used the word client, so ever. Okay. And so I was like, right. So I was like, okay, I could do this. I remember calling another friend. I was like, okay, I need you to write me a template for a contract. How do I do a contract? I'm self-employed. Like what, like I had no idea whatsoever. Wow. I remember flying out, landing the job, helping them. I think we whittled it down from 2 million. I think we whittled it down to a couple of 100,000 that had to be given back, which was a huge victory when you're dealing with Blue Cross Blue Shield. And I was like, oh, I like this. I made up my own hours, the satisfaction of doing a job well done, of, that empowered me. And then word of mouth. And somebody else said, oh my gosh, Johana just helped us kick Blue Cross Blue Shield's butt. You need to call her. And it's literally been word of mouth. People would be surprised. I don't have a website. I think I have a Facebook page that I barely check. And then my LinkedIn profile. And it's really just been word of mouth. And so I tell my clients all the time, I've turned down $250,000 jobs with big behavioral health in California, which I know you know of.
Yes.
Because I always tell my client, my reputation is the most important thing to me.
Most important thing. You can't get that back.
Particularly as a Black woman in a space that don't have too many of people that look like me. And so I refuse to compromise just to make books look good or make money look good or make bonus or anything like that. And so it has helped and it has hurt, but the time it has hurt is because it was not the gig for me.
Right.
It was not the gig for me. And so I've been doing it since then. I've been doing it since late 2015. And it's been, I've had small jobs, I've had big jobs. But the most important thing is knowing that I'm doing something, 1, that I love, 2, that I see results, 3, that I'm not compromising on what is the right thing to do. That's my driving factor. This is the right thing to do. And if you listen to me and if you adhere to these things that I'm putting, those SOPs and process and procedures that I'm giving you, you not only are going to thrive in your business, you will make money, but you will keep the states and the payers off of you because your books will be clean. If I do that, then I do my job.
Right. I love it. I think, you said, I took so many notes just now in that show. I didn't want to forget.
Right.
One of the things at this point I want to make that I recognize what happened to you was that what I call the purpose-driven push, because you said, they offered me a severance. They took it, and you didn't have a game plan, right? And then, so they kind of pushed you. You didn't know what was next, and you wasn't even sure it was entrepreneurship.
No.
All you know is you said, okay, thank you, I'm going to move on. Yes. And then you get a call out of nowhere. So the resources came to you that pushed you right into entrepreneurship. So you are definitely meant to be doing what you're doing right now.
I agree.
You are someone that was blessed right out the gate.